Welcome to Real English Podcast. I'm Brendy.
And I'm Annie.
And before we jump right into today's deep dive, please take a quick second to like, subscribe, and share the Real English Podcast with your friends.
Yeah, it really helps us out and, helps other learners find these lessons.
If this feels fast, that's totally normal. This is how Americans really speak. You'll hear it again more clearly later, so just relax and enjoy.
Exactly. Just sit back and listen.
So, I want you to picture this scenario. You're at a really lovely dinner party, right? You made some new friends, the food was amazing, and you want to be super polite as you leave.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Right. So you smile at the host and you say, I will take some wine next time. And suddenly the host looks, well, a little confused just for a second.
Yeah, the smile just kind of drops.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And why? Because you just used the wrong word. Without even realizing it, you actually pushed the wine away instead of pulling it toward the party.
Which brings us to today's lesson. Bring versus take. Why native speakers notice this instantly.
It's such a tiny thing, but wow, it makes a huge difference.
It really does. I mean, that dinner party example is perfect because, it shows exactly what happens in real life. You hear the words bring and take every single day.
Oh, totally. They're basic vocabulary.
Right. But confusing these two tiny words is actually one of the most common mistakes you can make. And we want to explain why this is so important today, because small mistakes like this, mixing up bring and take, they are the exact kinds of things native speakers notice first.
Yeah, I mean, I used to wonder why it matters so much. Like if I say take some wine instead of bring some wine, they still know I'm talking about wine.
Right. The noun is the same.
But the truth is, when you use the wrong verb there, you accidentally change the physical direction of your sentence. And it just creates this tiny moment of confusion in their brain.
Yeah, native speakers process the direction of these words entirely subconsciously. They literally feel the movement. So when you use the wrong one, it feels like the object is flying in the wrong direction. But the good news is, fixing these tiny details creates massive improvements in your confidence.
Oh, for sure. You start speaking so much more naturally.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to remind you right now, you absolutely do not need perfect English.
No, not at all. Perfect English is a complete myth.
Right. Nobody speaks perfectly all the time.
Yeah.
You just need clear, natural English that helps real communication. If people understand your meaning comfortably, that is a huge success.
Exactly. So our mission today is to look at the logic behind these words. We'll go through some real-life situations, fix some common mistakes, and, give you some native speaker shortcuts.
And the best part is, the core rule does not involve complicated grammar.
No, thank goodness. It is all about direction and movement.
Right. I have a friend who moved here from Brazil, and he used to get so frustrated with these two words.
Mm-hmm.
Because in his native language, and like many others, the direction doesn't really matter as much.
Yeah, you might just use the same verb for both ways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But in English, direction is everything. I actually told him to think of it like a giant magnet.
Oh, I love the magnet idea. It's incredibly helpful. Let's explain how the magnet works for you guys. You can think of this rule in two simple parts.
Okay, lay it on me.
First, bring means movement toward the speaker or the listener. So the magnet is pulling the object closer.
Right. Imagine you are holding this giant, powerful magnet. Bring is the magnetic force pulling things right towards you. It pulls it right to your feet.
Exactly. Pulling toward you is bring, and on the other hand, take is the complete opposite. Take pushes things away from you to somewhere else.
Pushing away. Right, so pulling toward you is bring. Pushing away from you is take.
That is such a clear way to picture it. So let's do an interactive practice right now so you can really feel that magnet pulling.
So I'll do.
I want you to imagine you were sitting on your sofa at home. You're, feeling really tired after a long day of work, and your friend is walking into the kitchen.
Okay, I'm picturing it. I'm on the sofa.
Right. You want some hot coffee, and you want that coffee to travel from the kitchen toward you to the sofa.
Ah, okay. Because the coffee is coming toward your physical body, the magnet is pulling it. So you use bring.
Exactly.
We're going to practice saying this sentence. I will say it slowly, and I want you to speak out loud wherever you are. Repeat after me. Can you bring me some coffee?
Yeah, say it like you really need that coffee. Focus on that pulling feeling. Repeat after me. Can you bring me some coffee?
Great job. Now let's flip it. Picture this new scenario. Now you are the one standing in the kitchen.
Okay, role reversal.
Right. You just poured the hot coffee into a cup. And now you want to give this coffee to your friend Sarah. but Sarah is sitting in the living room.
So the coffee is going to move away from where you are standing right now.
Exactly. It's moving away from you to Sarah.
Right. So because the coffee is moving away from you, you must use the word take. The magnet is in reverse. It is pushing the coffee away.
Let's practice saying this one together. Really feel the object moving away. Repeat after me. I'll take this to Sarah.
Let's try that again. Think about the movement away from your hands. Repeat after me. I'll take this to Sarah.
Excellent work. So now that you understand that basic magnet concept, pulling toward you and pushing away, we really need to apply this to real daily life.
Because understanding the rule is great, but visualizing the movement in real situations is what actually makes you fluent.
Totally. Let's talk about the morning routine, school and family conversations.
Oh, the morning rush is a perfect example. Families use these words constantly before leaving the house.
Right. So imagine a mother standing in her kitchen, early morning. She just finished packing a sandwich for her child's lunch. And the child is by the front door, putting on their shoes, getting ready to walk to school.
And the mother wants to remind the child to carry the food. She will call out, "Don't forget to bring your lunch."
Now wait, why does she use bring? The lunch is moving away from the mother, right?
Well, think about the child's perspective here. The child is traveling to a final destination, the school. The lunch is traveling with the child. So it's moving toward the child's destination for the day.
Ah, I see. The magnet is at the school, pulling the child and the lunch together. Let's practice that mother's warning. This is like an incredibly common sentence to hear in an English-speaking home. Repeat after me. Don't forget to bring your lunch.
Very nice. Now let's keep the mother in the kitchen, but change the situation just a tiny bit. The lunch is ready on the counter, but this time she's talking to the older sister.
Okay, new character.
Right. She wants the older sister to carry the lunch out to the younger brother, who is already waiting outside in the car.
Oh, that changes everything.
Yeah.
Now, the older sister has to move the lunch away from her current location in the kitchen. She has to push it out to the car.
Exactly. So the mother will say, "Take this lunch to your brother."
Because it's being delivered away from where they are standing right now.
You got it. It is entirely about where the object is going from your current perspective. And, this perspective matters so much when we are socializing.
Oh, for sure. Parties, visiting friends, texting on your phone, this stuff comes up all the time.
Let's look at one of those situations.
Well, this happens to me every single weekend.
Yeah.
Imagine you get a text message on a Wednesday. A good friend is having a dinner party at their house on Friday night.
Nice.
Yeah. And you want to be a polite guest. You want to know if you should buy some snacks or some drinks or maybe a dessert. So you type a message to ask them.
Right. And when you are visiting someone's house, you are asking if you should move snacks or drinks toward their location.
Toward them, yeah.
You're moving things to where the listener currently is. The magnet is at their house, pulling you and the food toward them. Therefore, you use bring. You are bringing the items to them.
This is a perfect phrase to memorize, honestly, because you will use it for the rest of your life. Whenever you are invited anywhere, you can use this. Repeat after me. Should I bring anything?
Let's try that one more time. Keep your tone very friendly and helpful. Repeat after me. Should I bring anything?
Perfect. But I have to admit something. Even with the magnet rule, I always get tripped up when I travel.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, if I am packing my suitcase in my bedroom, I say I am taking my passport. But later at the airport, my friend asks if I brought my passport.
Right.
How can the same little passport have two different rules? Can the rule change based on where you are standing?
That is such a smart question.
Yeah.
And honestly, it is the exact reason why learners sometimes feel so frustrated. But yes, the rule absolutely changes based on your perspective. The magnet actually moves with you.
Wait, really? It moves with me?
Yeah. Your physical location at that exact moment changes the whole sentence. Let's break that airport journey down step by step.
Okay, let's do it.
Imagine time number 1. You are at your house. Your suitcase is open on the bed. You're checking your pockets to make sure you have everything. You say to yourself, "I'm taking my passport with me."
Why take? Because you are about to leave your house. The passport is moving away from your home. The magnet is pushing you out the door.
That is exactly right. But now, imagine 3 hours have passed. This is time number 2. You have traveled in a taxi. And you're now standing inside the busy airport.
Okay, I'm at the airport.
Right. And your friend looks at you and asks a question. They want to know if the passport traveled successfully to this new destination. The focus is entirely on the passport arriving at the airport.
Ah, so your friend will ask, did you bring your passport? Because the perspective has completely shifted.
Exactly. The focus is no longer on leaving the house.
The focus is on the passport coming toward the airport, toward where you and your friend are standing right now. The magnet is now at the airport.
It is truly fascinating how the English language maps our physical space like that. But, because this perspective shift can feel tricky, learners often make a few very specific mistakes.
Oh, I hear them all the time.
Let's highlight the 3 most common mistakes and fix them together so you never make them again.
I love looking at common mistakes. It's really the fastest way to improve. So, here is mistake number 1. Sometimes an English learner will say, I'll bring this to the post office.
Yes, that is a super common one. Imagine you are sitting at home holding a package that you need to mail. The post office is a different building far away down the street.
Right.
If you say, I'll bring this to the post office, a native speaker will pause for a second. It just sounds unnatural.
Right, because the package is moving away from where you are right now. You're pushing it away to another building. The magnet is pushing.
Yeah.
So the correct, natural way to say this is, I'll take this to the post office.
You are taking it away. Perfect. Now let's look at mistake number 2. A learner is talking on the phone with a friend. It is raining heavily outside.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Right. The learner wants their friend to stay dry, so they say, take your umbrella here tomorrow.
The word here is the massive clue in that sentence. If the friend is coming here, they are moving toward the speaker. The speaker's house is the magnet, pulling the friend and the umbrella closer. So, take is the wrong direction. You cannot push something here.
Right. Because the umbrella is coming here toward the speaker, we must use bring. The correct sentence is simply, bring your umbrella tomorrow.
Bring your umbrella tomorrow. That sounds so much better. Now, what happens when you have already arrived somewhere and realize you forgot something?
Oh, no. Like at the grocery store?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is mistake number 3.
Yeah.
Imagine you drove to the grocery store. You're standing at the cash register, ready to pay. You look in your pockets. Oh, no, nothing is there.
Panic mode.
Total panic. And a learner might panic and say, I forgot to take my wallet.
Ooh, yeah. This one is very subtle, and it goes right back to our airport example. If you are standing in your house and looking for your wallet before you leave, you might say, I need to take my wallet.
Right. But in this grocery store situation, you have already arrived at the new location.
Right. You arrived at a new destination without the object. You wanted the wallet to come with you to this store.
Because the focus is on the wallet not arriving at your current location, the magnet is right there at the cash register. So you use bring. The correct sentence is, I forgot to bring my wallet.
It takes a little practice to feel that perspective shift in real time. To help with this, let's do a realistic role play.
Call fun.
Listen closely to our conversation. We are going to pretend we are just 2 friends hanging out. I'm going to visit for dinner tonight.
And I'm cooking the dinner. Let's see what happens.
Hey, I'm coming over tonight for dinner. Should I bring anything?
Yeah, the dinner is almost ready. But can you bring some ice cream for dessert?
Sure. I'll take it after dinner.
Wait, small correction. You mean you'll bring it after dinner. Remember, since the ice cream is coming to my house, you're bringing it to me.
Ah, right. Because the magnet is at your house pulling the ice cream toward you, so I'm bringing it to you.
Exactly. That is a very common mistake in daily conversation. Even advanced learners make this mistake sometimes when they are, thinking too fast.
Oh, for sure. That is why practicing the feeling of direction is so incredibly helpful.
It really is. Now that we have mastered literal physical movement, carrying coffee, carrying passports, delivering ice cream, there's another fascinating layer to this topic.
Oh, yes. What about when nothing is physically moving at all?
Yes. This is where English gets really fun. Native speakers love to use short, fixed expressions. They use these shortcuts all the time.
Like idioms.
Exactly. Sometimes there's no physical object moving in your hands. It is just an idea or a feeling. Let's look at some native speaker shortcuts.
One very common high-energy exclamation is, bring it!
Bring it.
Yeah, you might hear this in a sports game, a friendly competition, or even like before a big test. If someone challenges you, you stand tall, look them in the eye, and say, bring it.
You are saying, bring your energy, your best effort toward me. I am pulling the challenge toward myself. I am ready.
That is a great psychological explanation. You want their energy to come to you. And the opposite phrase is take it.
Right. Imagine you are super full after a big meal. There is one last slice of pizza on the table. Your friend asks if you want it. You might just point to them and say, take it.
You are telling them to move the opportunity away from you, to themselves. You are pushing the pizza away.
Those are fun, energetic exclamations. But there are also softer, everyday phrases that use this same push and pull logic. For example, take your time.
Oh, that's a beautiful phrase to use in modern life.
I use that phrase every day. But think about the logic. You cannot physically put time in your pocket and walk away with it. Time is not a heavy object you carry.
No, definitely not.
So this is a fixed natural expression. Take your time simply means to relax. It means do not hurry. You are telling the person that the pressure and the stress are moving away from them.
It is such a polite thing to say. Another beautiful and common expression is take care. You hear this constantly when people are saying goodbye at the end of a conversation. See you later, take care.
Again, you are not physically carrying a box of care in your hands. It is a fixed expression. Take care means be safe. As the person walks away from you, you are telling them to take safety with them as they travel.
They're moving away, so they take care.
Exactly. Understanding the deep meaning behind these fixed expressions will make your English sound very warm, very adult, and very natural.
We have covered a lot of ground today. We talked about the pulling magnet, the morning school routine, the tricky airport travel perspective, common mistakes, and these wonderful native shortcuts.
So, after all of that, it is time for a quick listener quiz.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we want to test your new knowledge right now. I'm going to ask you a simple question. Listen carefully to both options. Think about the magnet and choose the best answer. Here we go. Which is correct? A, I'll bring this book to the library. B, I'll take this book to the library.
Take a second. Think about the direction. Think about where you are standing right now and where the book is physically going.
The correct answer is B. I'll take this book to the library.
Let's explain exactly why B is the correct answer. Imagine you are at home. The library is a different building on the other side of town.
Right, so the book is moving away from your current location, away from you.
Therefore, the magnet is pushing it away. You take the book to the library.
Great job if you got that right.
Yeah.
And hey, if you missed it, do not worry at all. It takes time to build this habit. Just remember our golden rule. Bring means movement toward. Take means movement away.
Focus entirely on the direction. Do not stress about complicated grammar charts. Just close your eyes for a second and imagine where the object is moving.
Fixing small details like direction will make your spoken English sound incredibly natural and trustworthy. It shows that you are paying attention to how the language actually feels in real life.
As you go through your day tomorrow, start noticing the movement around you. When you hand someone a pen at work or when you walk out your front door with your keys, ask yourself quietly, is this bring or is this take?
Paying attention to the physical world is the best way to master this rule without even trying. We are so glad you joined us for this deep dive. Fixing these tiny mistakes takes a little courage, but the confidence you gain is totally worth it.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and share the Real English podcast with anyone who is learning English. We want to help as many people as possible speak clearly and connect with others.
And if you want to review today's lesson, I uploaded a free PDF summary in the description and in the comments. Feel free to download it and study at your own pace.